Happy holidays and welcome back to Watch the Obsession. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and in the Watts house, emotions were running high. Poor little Bella was called a grouch.
Oh, Cece, you guys have to try. You know, you should. Bella. Angel's not going to bring any more gifts tonight.
Mrs. Watts was a loving mother and wanted the girls' memories of the holidays to be merry and bright. Mr. Watts dressed up as Santa. This caused Cece and Bella quite the fright. Now, please don't say I'm being a hater. And look, I've been there myself. The thing is, Bella and Cece found Santa to be as creepy as Elf on the Shelf. Watts' holiday magic and joy was indeed found throughout the years. There were eyes filled with wonder and hearts filled with cheer. My favorite video is the one of Bella eagerly waiting for Santa.
He's coming. The Christmas tree. Christmas.
And the saddest video of Watts' Christmas memories is when Cece is throwing a tantrum. All of us know the holiday season is filled with highs and with lows. This video is a collection of images and memories. And I'd like to know, leave me a comment letting me know what you like the most.
Do you think he knows that this food is organic? Is she aware this one's developed with pediatric allergists? Or that this one has a serving and a half of veggies? Or that these ingredients help reverse climate change? And is she influenced by tens of thousands of 5-star reviews? We doubt it, but we do it all anyways. We're the #1 organic baby food brand for a reason. We are nutrition on a mission.
Look at this one, Sam. Whoa, is that an egg?
Oh, careful, Cece. That was Nana's. Look out!
Nobody knows how I come up here. Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year. I don't know berries, so I have one cup of beer. Oh, how the mistletoe on my own can see. Somebody that's for you. Wants for me. Have holly jolly Christmas. Now.
Cece, you're live on Facebook. Hey, Bella, come here. Come here.
Just try.
Bella, say hi.
It's loading.
Are you ready to sing Holly Jolly Christmas? Yeah? Are you going to sing Holly Jolly? Cece, are you going to sing Holly Jolly? Sing. You want to sing Holly Jolly? What song are you going to sing, Cece? Keeping them still in auditoriums like pulling teeth.
She's gonna sing Christmas.
Is she?
I got
Cece, are you going to sing Holly Jolly Christmas?
that one. And a mini.
We're early. That's craziness.
Daddy.
Cece
No.
usually goes to bed at 6:30, so she's
Daddy.
No, Daddy?
No, Daddy.
You don't know where you're going. You're gonna look at the stocks.
No, Daddy. I did it.
You did it?
You did it.
Daddy. Do
You did
it.
it.
Daddy do it?
I did that one.
It starts at 6:30. They go backstage at 6:10,
You
6
can-
o'clock,
you can do it.
6:15. I don't even know what time it is.
I did that one.
It's 5:47, so we got like 15 minutes before they go backstage. So it should be interesting. It's crazy because it'd be funny if they go to school here because it's one of the 2 high schools they'll go to if we still live in this area.
Mommy.
Show you the stage.
Mommy. Mommy.
Hi, babe.
Hi.
Are you talking on the phone?
I'm Papa.
You talking to Papa
Mommy.
and Mommy?
Yes.
Yep.
Mommy.
Right.
Hello.
Say hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Bye.
Bye. Look at her outfit. All right, we'll be back when the kids go on live. So hopefully keep them quiet for another 20 minutes. We'll see how that goes. Hey, her. Hey, girl, I wasn't going home. Kristen, if I would have went home, we would not have gotten back out here. So we grabbed them some food and came over here early. And this is what we're doing. Bella's saving seats for Josie, Jolie, and Amelia. So we have seats, even though they're not going to sit in them. Say hi, Cece.
She set my calendar.
What are you doing?
I got one.
That one? See you soon, honey. Okay, say bye.
Hello.
Hello? Who are you talking to?
Bye.
Bye? Who is that?
Oh.
What are you doing?
Bella. You're so funny, Cece. We say goodbye to everybody? Who are you texting?
Say hi. You okay? You hear Josh? Cheese. She's a hot mess. All right, guys, I'll see you guys soon. We'll be back on here in about 20-30 minutes. So. We are live here because Santa is in our neighborhood. Say hi, Santa. Santa? Santa? Is he coming?
Santa coming.
He's coming.
Santa coming from
The Christmas tree. The Christmas. Is that Santa?
Yeah, I'll be right there.
Daddy's in shorts. Some pumpkin pie. Is that Santa? What do you have for Santa? Cookies? Cookies? Is that Bella? Is that Santa? See? It's a good thing they just had their medicine. Wait. Oh, Sharon, they just had prednisone and amoxicillin and lots of Tylenol. Not lots, but you know what I mean. So, and it's Santa, so they got their spirits up really quickly. And she never loses her spirit. You want that one? Do you want to get down so you can see Santa? Or you may hold you. Hold you. Don't get scared. It's just Santa. I know, Chris. Back up away from the wind, honey. There's Santa. Do you see him waving? Dad, Herb says hi. Huh? You're live. Herb says hi.
Hello.
Takash. I'm live. Sing it. Sing.
It's only -13 here.
Don't listen to him. We wouldn't be out here. There's snowman. Is that Santa?
Listen, it was 18. Oh, actually 18.
Are you excited? Look. Look, it's the snowman. Oh, golden snowman. How about that? And it's Santa. You want to go get Santa a cookie? Come on. Hi, Santa.
How are you? You guys
Hey,
want
how
some
are you?
candy
You want
canes? Yeah. There you go, buddy.
Thank you.
Hi, here you guys go.
Santa, she has a cookie.
Oh, thank you very much. These are my favorite. Thank
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you.
Say bye, Santa.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, we saw Santa. Hey, Dad, Herb says it was -40 this weekend.
Good for you.
This is negative cold as huh?
All right, guys, we'll see you later.
Okay. In this next video, we start to see signs of Bella's aversion to Santa Claus, her apprehension around the Santa Claus. Okay. All right, guys. So hi there and Merry Christmas Eve. And I'm so glad you guys could come join us tonight. Hi, Lauren, Cecile, Katrina G. How are you guys doing? Let's see who else is here. Let's see, Debbie. Hi, Debbie. How you doing? And Gada, hello. If you're still here, I know Dave was here at some point. Hi, Dave. If you're still here too. All right. So, what did you guys think? Have you seen all those videos of the Watts Christmas in the past? I think that one of Bella waiting for Santa in the parade is just so cute. She's just such a sweet, precious little soul. It's just, I mean, the sadness of those little girls no longer being on this earth is something that it does. The sadness doesn't fade with time. You know, it's a great American tragedy. Yes. Hi, Lauren. How are you? It's so nice to see you here. I'm sorry that you guys were watching that little, well, it was a video I made that little intro as a Christmas card to you guys. And then, you know, just looked at some of the Watts family Christmases and, you know, I put a picture of myself when I was a little kid on there and I was crying because, you know, my parents apparently had me sitting with Santa and I guess I thought Santa was scary. So I definitely know that that happens, but you know, it always just struck me the number of photos and videos of Cece and Bella just looking so scared sitting with Santa. Hi, Bridget Rose. How are you doing? Merry Christmas. So glad you can make it. So what's everyone? Hi, Susan. How you doing? Merry Christmas, sweetie. Nice that you're here. So I don't know if any of you guys have any plans for Christmas. Last year, my son and I, you know, every year, like tomorrow, we're going to my mom's house. And, you know, I'm grateful that I still have her. And I call her Mrs. Norma Jean Rockwell because she, you know, likes to do Christmas really big. And it's just like her thing. And sometimes it gets a little crazy. But, you know, I'm, you know, happy that she's here to host a lovely Christmas. So my son and I were actually just baking sugar cookies. And I do have to tell you, we did take Shanann Watts' advice. If you watch her videos when she's making cookies, she says to put the dough in the refrigerator. It makes the best cookies. And I agree with that. So right now, while I'm doing this, the cookies are refrigerating. And then we're going to cut them out and make shapes. And then we're going to pipe our own frosting. It should be a good time. Yeah, your little girl was scared too. Yeah, that's such a common thing. You know, and I understand. Honestly, when I first watched those videos, my like kind of gut reaction was like, oh my God, stop. Like it made me like a little like angry or upset, you know, in defense of two little girls who clearly didn't have a choice. But I do also understand, you know, the desire to catalog your holidays, to make those memories into mementos and, you know, whatever. True Tam. Hi, sweetheart. How are you? Merry Christmas. I'm so happy you're here. Very happy you're here. I just want to talk to True Tam for a minute. Last I went on your live and, you know, it asked you something and I was going to text you. And then it wasn't too long after that, I slammed into a deer. I'm, you know, in central New York, lots of deer. There's lots of deer everywhere, right? But there's lots of deer on the roadways here. I've been driving 27 years, and it was the first time I hit a deer, and it was a big old buck, and did lots of damage to my car, and had yet one more thing. I always say that it's just one more thing. Pile on, it's one more thing. You know, one more thing to take care of. Oh my goodness. So I'll text you after this just so we're in connection because I know that True Tam, you got a new phone and you need numbers again. So it's great to see everyone. And, you know, I don't know if you just want to, you know, it's Christmas Eve, if you just want to kind of, you know, hang out or if you want to talk about Watts case stuff. What do you guys think? And if anybody wants to come up on panel, just let me know. You're welcome to. I know almost everyone here right now. I feel totally fine with that. Thanks, True Tam. Yeah, that was just like, I think I told you when I checked into your live and I was like, oh, I'm like out running errands. My Wi-Fi's in and out. It was a big ordeal. So, oh, look here. Let's see if I can leave our little Christmas tree here. Well, it's a pretty big Christmas tree. It's our Christmas tree. It's featuring Sock Monkey right there. What do we have on the top? We have Mickey's Christmas hat. Yes, yes. That's what we top our tree with. Lots of ornaments of, you know, sentimental ornaments from my family and myself and my son through the years. It's mostly what's on our Christmas tree. It's kind of traditional in the sense that it's got a little bit of everything. So, well, when you guys were just watching the videos and whatnot in the very beginning, I was looking for something that saved in a really weird spot on my computer. Oh, yeah, I know, Cecile. And one of the worst things, well, I mean, I don't know what to think about. The deer did not die. And I mean, when I hit it, there was like fur flying and stuff. So I know that the deer must have been badly injured. So I just felt like, oh my God, now I sent this poor deer off into, you know, just injured. In fact, somebody stopped to help me. And that was like what I was most concerned about at first. And they're like, listen, you can't do anything about that now, you know, which is true, but it made me upset. I didn't like the idea that I just hit this deer with my car going about 55 miles an hour. And I didn't have any damage at all to my brakes. And the mechanic said that the reason why is because I hit the deer. It was likely what happened was I hit the deer before the brakes engaged, because I, you know, of course, hit my brakes. I screamed so loudly. I screamed like somebody was coming after me with like a knife, you know, like my throat hurt for a few days because I screamed like at the top of my lungs. It was just reflexive, you know, but I felt so bad for the deer. Technically the deer, yeah, well, yeah, we hit each other. We really truly did hit each other the way it was. It was so crazy. So when I was, you know, showing my little holiday video that I'd made in the beginning of the live, I was looking for something that I stored in a strange place in my computer. And I'll tell you what that was. On Sunday, I'm going to be doing a live stream, and it's going to be more informative. You know, I'm putting together a whole series of information for you guys, and putting a bunch of stuff together. I've been working on it for a while. And what that live is going to do, it's going to show, you know, in my opinion, what it is we can determine is likely to have happened, you know, who is likely perhaps to have been involved, and to what degree, based on, you know, of course, the actual evidence. You know, and also, you know, at the same time, you know, in my opinion, there are some things that were not likely to have happened, you know, some theories and ideas that have been out there, and I'll show you why that is as well. So I'll just tell you right now, in my opinion, I do believe that NK was involved. I do believe that she was there. You know, there's only so much evidence that's out there to prove that to us. I did have some additional information, and I'm going to share that more in depth in the live stream on Sunday. You know, I put a little preview video out there saying that I was going to be revealing some information, I'm not couching it as huge, earth-shattering information. It is information relative to this case, and I think it's important information. But I did, you know, promise that was going to be revealed on Sunday in its entirety. So that is what will happen. Some of you were at my actual live stream. I did a live stream. It was, I'm not sure when it was. I feel like it was like almost a couple of months now. After that, I stopped doing live streams for a short time, partly because, as I told you, I started a job in a new district, and it was very challenging for me. The job was much harder than I thought it was going to be. And I really needed to dedicate my time and my energy, my heart to my students who, you know, I have some students with some, we call them moderate to severe disabilities, and they really rely on me. And, you know, I felt it's my obligation to give it my all. So I had to kind of step back from a lot of other things in my life. I also, at that time,
it was this live that I did take down. Started getting some really kind of crazy, weird, creepy troll traffic after that. And the live that I took down was talking about some information that my friend Alex, who's an attorney who does, he's been a criminal defense attorney for a long time. He does also, he's involved in a pro bono organization that he does a lot of work for. You know, he finally started really looking into this case for me after I had been asking him to for a very long time. He finally felt like, okay, you know, I'm going to look into this. You know, I guess he had heard enough that piqued his curiosity, and he wanted to take a look for himself. When he started looking into it, he was really surprised at how drawn into the case he got. And, you know, independent of me pushing him, he himself had a curiosity that, you know, he needed to look into things a little further. Subsequently, he went down some roads that I never imagined he would be able to go down, and learned a little bit of information, mostly about what happened or what occurred, or what information law enforcement actually did have their hands on way back when the investigation was taking place, or right after the investigation was taking place, when Watts supposedly stopped the clock with his with the acceptance of, you know, let's get it right, when DA Rourke accepted his plea deal, which he never had to do. And the fact that he did, in my opinion, the opinion of many other people, is fully questionable. You don't accept a plea deal at that point in the case when you're dealing with a triple homicide, plus whatever, you know, the charge of the termination of a pregnancy. It is unprecedented. You know, the person who commits the crime, who makes the plea, either on their own volition or under the advisement of their defense attorney, you know, okay, so if this is an unprecedented circumstance altogether, you know, that person making the plea, you know, they aren't involved in the legal system. They would not know either way if that was right, wrong, you know, common, unprecedented, what have you. But it is the district attorney who accepted the plea, who is well aware of, you know, of how criminal litigation works. And he certainly did know that was an unprecedented move, and he did it nonetheless, right? So, yeah, so got some information about that, and I'll just, you know, put it out there that I'll give more detail about this on Sunday. But, you know, some of the information is that, and it came right from firsthand source, a person who was actively, very actively working on the case, you know, since the very beginning, that they basically, well, I'm trying to be exact in what I'm saying here. They recovered most of the correspondence between NK and Chris Watts. Obviously, only a very small fraction, a sliver of that which they recovered actually appears in discovery. So we wonder why. This leads to two questions, right? I mean, question number one would be, where's the rest of it? Actually, it leads to more than two questions. Where is the rest of it? Where's the rest of it? And regardless of the trolling I get from saying this out loud, I don't care. I'm putting it out there. I've made this decision, and that's just how it's going to be. I'm going to talk about it. So where is the rest of it? And then, you know, another question is then, how, I wonder how, this was what I was thinking when I first heard this, and I was really like, you know, kind of taken back. I had to absorb it for a while. Like, I always assumed that was the case, but to learn that is in fact the case, and yes, it's been confirmed, was kind of like, wow, you know. I wonder how they determined, how did they choose which parts of the information, the communication that they recovered between NK and Watts, how did they select what they were going to put in discovery, right? It's a really small amount. So how did they, you know, like when they're looking at the whole thing, everything that they recovered, it's like, why did they choose to pick out things? I just saw that True Tam, as long as I'm okay. Right? So, how did they pick out what they picked out? I wonder why that is. So then, taking that even a little bit further, okay, so now we know it has been confirmed. I can assure you that this is a case by someone who is firsthand, hands-on in a huge way, the case and the investigation when it was happening, the way too short investigation, has confirmed that law enforcement recovered most of the communications between NK and Chris Watts. So they didn't release, I'm just arbitrarily saying, let's say 90% of it, and they did give us 10% of it in discovery. So there has to be a way to look at that 10%, that small amount that they did give us, and say, okay, this is what it consists of. This is what it lets us know. This is what it makes direct connections to. So what does that mean? You know what I'm saying, guys? If, you're, choosing to eliminate so much and, you are choosing to reveal and include only this certain small amount, what does that mean? So obviously that small amount that they did disclose does not make any direct connections to Nicole Kessinger or anyone else being at the crime scene or having any knowledge about it beforehand or afterwards until, period. But, there are little indications, little hints, little nods here and there that there is more, that we haven't been told or that has not yet been revealed. There is more that is out there. So I just find that to be very interesting. Now, what I was trying to find, let's finally get to that. When I was playing you that little intro video in the beginning, was I decided to go back and look at the Kessinger phone record. So I don't know if everyone here has seen it. So let me just give you a little peek at it. Most of you, I bet, probably have. So let's just take a look at the whole thing here. Whoops, I gotta find how to share with you. Okay. Share screen. Okay. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Okay. And then I did something with this. I think it is interesting, Dave. I think you're talking about only the small part being revealed, right? I'm interested to know what you think that could mean. So here is, let me just make sure this is actually, hi, Nicole. Here's your bill for the month. Let me just make sure this is really actually sharing with you guys. Let me check here. Oops. Down. In the end and play. Oh, so can you, oh wait, it's really small, isn't it? Okay, so it's really small. So that's just I want this to be big and me to be small. Let me just change that around. See if this works. There we go. That's what I want to be. Okay. So here's, the Kessinger phone bell. And now this is not the part of the phone bell that exists in Discovery. The part of the phone bell that we see in Discovery is from August 14th to September 14th. And it's kind of like, hi, little bunny. It's kind of like, so what? At that point, she knew she'd done her searches, can cops, trace, can cops see or retrieve text messages or whatever those exact searches were. She'd already done that. Who cares what she's doing after the fact? So you'll see these highlights on the document are the work of law enforcement. So who cares what she paid? All right. So we have Jim is highlighted in yellow and Chris is highlighted in blue. So, they made it very clear as to who she called when. All of these other phone numbers have been checked out. If they weren't phone numbers that were disclosed in Discovery, people have definitely looked into this. And basically there were some sort of false indicators, some false positives for, leading us somewhere fruitful. But they've all proven to be duds. So, scroll down through this. So we've got, again, blue is Chris, yellow is Jim. So you see, very interesting. Many people have pointed this out. It's kind of obvious when you look at this as a visual, that oftentimes she would talk to Chris and leave Jim alone right next to one another. Most frequently, it looked like she talked to Chris and then she'd follow up by getting on the phone with Jim. So, what is this date here? So July 31st, this just caught my eye where, she talks to Chris at, 4:58 in the morning. That's her first call. They always got on the phone with one another really early in the morning in the month of July. I mapped out her first phone call of the morning. I'm going to show you that the next documents that I'm going to show you. Those were the ones that I was looking for. They saved as PDFs in a really weird spot on my computer. So, I think that she, it sounds like, they said that he stayed at her house virtually every night in the month of July while Shanann and the girls were away. Their phone calls usually almost always start anywhere from like 5 to like 5:20. So I guess they must have gotten up really freaking early. Must be that he took off to work and like called her on the way. So they, to me, that says they were really like, geez. I mean, I don't think I've never, have any of you guys ever been in a relationship where, you'd wake up for work, regardless of what time it was, together. And then, you'd get on the phone with them while the first person who left was on the way to work, literally every day. I think that in itself just speaks to the obsessive, unhealthy nature of this relationship. That's just my opinion. So anyway, July 31st here I was looking at, she talks to Chris at 4:58 a.m. That's the day that he leaves to go to North Carolina. So I'm sure, regardless of what she told law enforcement, that she was encouraging Chris Watts to fix things with Shanann. I'm sure she was just sick to her stomach about this all day. So then, there's all these highlighted yellow calls with Jim. A couple of them are 1 minute. Looks like maybe they were playing phone tag. But, she's on the phone with him from 8:22 to 9:02, basically in these chunks. And then, later that day, whatever. So, see, on August 1st, I wonder what happened. It must be that, Watts was, that they were just texting a lot at first and they weren't calling, because here you see that they don't talk until 9:11 p.m. So, perhaps you've heard, I remember in listening to the interview with Chris Watts, that he said, basically he took literally that, when she was like, well, why don't you just go work? This was my perception of how everything went down. Why don't you just go work things out with your wife? So being who he was, and somebody who, as a special educator who is certified in applied behavioral analysis and works with a number of learning disorders or disabilities, my perception of him, and obviously this is just a very basic analysis because I've not worked with him directly, of course, is that he is definitely registering, in my opinion, as being with Asperger's. So he took things very literally. So at some point he mentions, that he kind of really thought that she wanted him to work things out with Shanann. So they didn't talk until later that day at 9:11 p.m. on August 1st. Now this is when he was at North Carolina, and they talked for 68 minutes, and I bet she gave it to him. What do you guys think? She was probably like, I cannot believe you haven't been in touch with me all day long. Hi, Pride or Honesty. Hi, Matt Willis. How are you guys doing? Merry Christmas. So glad you guys could make it. Let me see what you guys have said here in chat. Let me just take a look real quick. I was looking at the other screen. Haven't been looking here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Nicole. Yeah, her name is Nichol. Nicole. Oh, I know. Maybe Pride or Honesty says maybe she was once named Nicholas. I know. I find her to be very manly as well. Let's see. Debbie had a question. What was that? Would she be worried whether they could, why would she be worried whether they could track her? Exactly. I know. I always try to think about, if I were in this situation, and it's so hard to like really imagine that, like put yourself in that situation. I don't know if you can ever really mentally get there, but I'm dating somebody and their family goes missing, and why in God's name, even if when I find out, that something terrible happened to them, why would I give a crap if anyone saw the messages between myself and that person? I can't like really imagine a reason why that would be upsetting to me, or I'd even be curious about it when something so big and so terrible is happening, unless I was worried. Oh. All right. So she knew, let's see, what'd you say, Nicholas? What'd you say, Deb? She knew he usually got to work at 6:15 to 6:30, but shows up in Frederick at 6:16. Right. Yeah. So, according to, well, let's look at that 6:16 phone call. So as we go through, let's just scale down the rest of this. Phone records from July 14th to August 14th. So here you see, well, it is what it is. So let me show you here what I did. It's nothing terribly fancy, but let's see if I can share this window. I hope I can. All right. So stop that one. Okay. So I'm gonna try to share new screen now. So this is very basic. I just I created a calendar that had the first phone call of every day in it. Let's see. Your entire screen. Ooh. All right. Let's share my entire screen for a moment. Let's see how that goes. All right. I'm going to try it. Can I do that? No, it won't even let me do that. Oh, because that's probably what I'm doing. I'm talking to myself. Excuse me. So what's this? No, that's nothing. Okay. So stop that. All right. Let's see what I can do here. Let's see. I think I can get this. All right. So let's get July up first. Now, the interesting thing is, what I was attempting to do was to just look at this data, this information in a different way. Because I feel, there has to be a little more here than we've seen, especially knowing what I do know as fact from my friend Alex, who talked to a very firsthand source with this case and outright said that the bulk of the text messages were recovered between NK and Chris Watch. Yet we know we only have such a small amount here. So let me see if this works here. I'm going to try to share my whole screen. Pride Rossi says, I dated a married woman who had lied and said she was getting divorced. Oh, man. It's so very NK, Pride or Honesty. So very NK. And anyways, had something happened to her husband, I would have easily given Ellie, everything that absolutely. I mean, my God, when you're dealing with a crime of this magnitude, and it's just so weird to be worried about anything having to do with yourself. So let me try to share my whole screen, see what happens here. All right. Yeah, can I do that? Maybe I can't. Oh. Got it. Okay. So here we go. Okay, so there's that. Let's see, come back to you guys now. Okay, so you'll see this is July. So we have the phone records for her beginning on the 14th. Now, I just did weekdays because, it's easy to see on weekends. The pattern is a little bit different, and I think that's obvious because, they were going to work. Also, on most of those weekend dates that you see here, and I didn't put in the first call information, we know what they were doing that day. So anyway, You'll see, as you can see, on Monday the 16th, the first call, and the fact that the time is in blue here indicates that that call was to Chris Watts, all right? You see that all of them were in July. You'll see when we go to August, that wasn't necessarily the case. So on July 16th, the first call is at 5:01. Same on the 17th. July 18th, it was 5:15. July 19th, it was 5:16. July 20th, it was 5:20, right? So really early in the morning. Sorry, I just was reading a... Okay. There's somebody making a comment on one of my videos defending NK. That's rare. July 25th, 5:30. Thursday the 26th, 5:30. The 30th, 5:30. The 31st, 4:58 a.m. It also struck me as how many of the calls are made like kind of like on a round hour or quarter hour. I don't know. It was just really weird. So you see in July, all of her first calls were with Chris Watts very early in the morning. So I'm assuming, I think he said, that he would, be at her place. He would go home to get ready and then he would go to work. Is that correct? So maybe it would account for that. So now let's just take a look at August. Now, it's almost too bad that this, that this anomaly happened that, on July 31st, Chris went to North Carolina and their phone pattern changed, because if that didn't happen and he had just been, in Colorado that whole time and established such a regular phone pattern, and then we saw on August 13th that all of a sudden her first call is not to him for the first time, and it happens about an hour later, that would maybe show us something significant, right? But still, let's see what we can figure out here. All right, so stop screen, and I'm really congested right now. I hope I don't have the COVID. That's what I always think when I'm even having the sniffles. All right. So application window and August. All right, so now here's August. Whoops, that's July still. Let me do August for real. Oh no, wait, oh, that is August. Okay, all right. So, oops, I'm gonna have to center it up for you guys. Just give me a minute. Let me go back to that. Yeah, I'm really congested. All right. Let's see, maybe if I pull that up there, let's decrease the size a little or something. Hold it. Let me see what it is you guys can see. Is it enough of it? Yeah, that's enough of it. Okay, perfect. That's enough. So, all right. So now when the time of the first phone call is in red, that just indicates it's not to Chris Watts and it's not to Jim. Because remember, on the actual phone bell, Chris Watts' phone number, the calls to him were highlighted in blue and the calls to Jim were highlighted in yellow. So when it's in red here, it's to neither of them. So, yep, he was away for the first week. That's right. So, so he was in North Carolina. The NC at the top indicates he's in North Carolina. So 7:20 was her first call on the 1st. 2:38 p.m., her first call on the 2nd. 7:40 a.m., her first call on the 3rd. He's still in North Carolina. So now we're going to the 6th. Her first call was afternoon, 12:40. On the, let's see, 7th, it's the day he returns from North Carolina. So he's back in Colorado now. Her first call wasn't to him. It was at 2:31 p.m. So the following day, the 8th, her first call is to him at 2:48 p.m. And then the 9th, the 10th. Now remember, he's back in Colorado, but he's back in Colorado, but Shanann is home the 9th. On the 10th, Shanann leaves for Arizona. I should note that on this calendar. And then, so we see on August 13th, her first call is at 6:16 a.m. It is to Jim. That's why I have it highlighted in yellow, and it's at 6:16 a.m. So another thing you'll notice if you go back through all of the phone records, she generally does not talk to Jim at that early hour in the morning. she generally talks to Jim later in the afternoon on weekdays, or at least later in the morning. So, I'm still, working on putting all these pieces of information together. I don't know if, just this information, leads any of you to have any thoughts on if it means anything or if it doesn't mean anything. But, I think it's important when we are looking at this case, because there is such incomplete evidence, is to look at as many sources as possible and bring them together and synthesize them when you're trying to make conclusions. Because if the evidence itself led to certain conclusions, many people would have reached them a long time ago. Hi, Lily. How you doing? So nice to see you, sweetie. How are you? Let's see if anyone said anything in chat here. So that's just a little preview of, just some of the information. I'm going to talk about this a lot more in depth on Sunday. But again, that's all going to be on Sunday. What did he say? W. Bright Dave. So he showed up early when he would have been at work. So Debbie, you say, right, Dave. So she showed up early when he would have been at work. Right. Yeah. I mean, yeah. So why would so let's think about this. So we know that according to what she has said, that Chris Watts told her that he was not going to be coming into the office on that Monday, right? Remember that? So that he was going to be going directly to his site. So, I think that, she was aware that regardless of what his first work destination was in the morning, his habit, his, very reliable, surefire habit with a strong pattern was to arrive at work at a certain time in the morning. And that was around 6 a.m., according to her and him. So, is anyone interested in coming up on panel? Does anyone want to say hello to friends and family here or talk anything having to do with Watt's case? I am really congested. I think it hopefully is, my eyes feel a little red too. Hopefully it's just allergies or just a little cold. Pride or honesties. Oh, let's see. Let's go in order here. Lily says she's talking to Debbie, pride or honesty, and seeking the truth with Dave. Oh, she's just saying hi. Hi. Lily's saying hi to everybody, guys. Sweetheart. Pride or honesty says, seems like with SW back, then CW and NK would definitely talk when CW drives to work. Right. Unless they already saw each other that morning. Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah. Lily, it was, I was just, talking about, I'm going to be talking about most of the meaty stuff. I'm doing a live on Sunday, and I'm putting together something more complete for you guys. We were just taking a look at Nicole Kessinger's phone records from July 14th to August 14th. And I made these little calendars that showed her first call of the day, because the 16 a.m. call was the first call of the day, just to look to see if there's any patterns that we can see going on. So nobody wants to come up? Let's see. Okay, so did you guys see the live that, so I did a live stream a few nights ago, and it was discussing some of the cellular signals, how they're transmitted, how that information is recorded, and what that might mean. Did you guys see that, or have you not had a chance to see that? Yeah. Yeah, so some of you guys have seen that, so good. So, and again, for the live stream on Wednesday or on Sunday, I put together some more information that will hopefully make some of that a little clearer to you. So, Chris would leave at 5:50 a.m. every day in July and arrive at 6:15 a.m. to the office. They were not talking on the phone on his way to work. So that's interesting. So, Dave, then why do you think that all of those phone calls were made to his phone number that early in the morning. So what I think was happening, Dave, was I think that he left her apartment, he drove back home, and then he left to go to work, like you said, at 5:50 a.m. every day. That's what I was thinking, because it sounds like from a lot of things that each of them has said, he would stay there. Don't know why he did this. I think he was like I think he was a serious creature of habit. He had these deeply ingrained habits that he liked to stay with his routine. This to me seems consistent with Watt's personality. So he would stay at her house. So it's like he was then driving from her house to home to get whatever he needs, and then he'd head out to home from there. So I think that's when they were on the phone. It just seems like really crazy to be like, oh, hello, sweetie, wake up together, and then, someone leaves the bedroom, gets in the car, and you get back on the phone. Like, ooh, it's just like, I guess to me that just seems like a kind of relationship that would weird me out personally, Yeah. So, so in the video that, in the last slide that I did that I have up on my channel, I was talking about, so in this case, I was, giving some of the talk on the phone away from his, yes. Yeah. They would talk on the phone on his way from her apartment. Correct. Exactly. Bingo. So, I was talking about, some of the insight that I have into cellular signals, how they are picked up, what is done with that data, and what that data might mean. Now, we have to consider that in the world of cellular technology, so it's almost 2022. So let's say this tragedy happened about 3.5 years ago. 3.5 years ago is like a lifetime. It's a substantial amount of time when we're talking about telecommunications and the capabilities and the technology. So when we're considering analyzing what the cell signal transmissions mean, we have to keep it is critical to put it in the short historical context of happening in August of the year 2018. It's very different than I was in the Lexus, so it was a question why it wouldn't show up on the Anadarko tracking, because he was in the Lexus. That's right, because he couldn't take his work truck anywhere other than to and from work. Probably, especially, I'm sure it was on his radar to not be driving it to the residence of an Anadarko employee that he's having an affair with every day. He'd probably be nervous that work would be on to that. So Pride or Honesty says, one of my million theories is that NK met CW in front of the house around 4 a.m. SW wakes up, looked out the window, and that's SW going out of the garage to confront them. Oh, hey, that's interesting. I hadn't thought of that before. So that's interesting. He was in the Alexis. So yeah, Lily thinks that's interesting too. So another thing that I'm going to be showing you guys on Sunday is Debbie commented on this, I think, on one of my short videos. It's like a preview of what's going to be on Sunday's live. That I know that we've all worked with this footage 1,000 times. Trust me, I'm not saying this is anything groundbreaking. I never, ever claim that. But I think that slowing down, I did a bunch of stuff with it. I think it does. The more I look at that grainy footage of the figure walking out of the house, the more and more I just feel just certain that it is NK. I just think there's, a difference in the way that the two people walk. I do think there's, I know so long ago, I actually went back really recently and watched Armchair Detectives videos on this. I don't even know if I had seen the videos way back from earlier in 2019 that he did, but I basically agree with what he said with the difference between the genes. I do not agree with his gait expert. In fact, I had somebody who's an actual gait expert look at the video of the gait expert that I don't know. I just don't agree with it. We don't have to go into that, but his basic theory there, his basic claim, his basic observations, and the differences between the figure that we know to be Chris Watts and the figure that many of us think is Nicole Kessinger, I agree with those very much. Let's see. Give me just 1 second here. Gosh, I'm so congested. Whew. Getting worse and worse by the moment. Oops, it's not even me logged on there. Log myself on. There we go, talking to myself again. So. Oh gosh, I'm sorry for the ad you guys had to put up with when I was showing my Christmas video. I had to get a new ATM card because I had an ATM card that was compromised. And also any creators that I subscribe to, if my subscription is run out, wait till the day after Christmas, I'm going to get to that. Everything I do with YouTube was on that card. So I have to put in the new credit card information for everything, which is a pain in the butt, but whatever, no big deal. Okay. So I'm just going to show you this it's like 3 minutes. And I know some people commented on this video and said, oh, there's 7.5 minutes. I can only see 3.5. It's my fault. As I've, said many times, I never even tried to edit a video until I started this channel last May. I still have a lot to learn. I make mistakes. I make silly mistakes sometimes. So I apologize. Good. I'm glad you talk to yourself all the time because I definitely do. So let me just show you the preview for Sunday's Live that I'm referring to rather than just talking about it.
Welcome to Watts the Obsession, a channel that respects both victim families. We ask that you do the same in chat and in your comments. I know the community at Watts the Obsession is still with this case for all of the right reasons, for seeking complete justice for Shanann, Bella, Cece, and Nico. This live is going to take a look at the theories that are grounded in reality, fact-based evidence, substantiated theories, and let's get some facts straight. We're also going to take a look at Nicole Kessinger's phone records from July 14th to August 13th. These are the critical dates of her phone records as it relates to the Watts case. And I also have some news for you that I will share Sunday evening. So I hope to see you there. Please participate in chat or come up and speak on the live panel. I can't wait. And hey, if I don't see you before then, guys, have a Merry Christmas.
Okay, so that's just the video that I was referring to. So those were some little excerpts of the video footage that I was just referring to and looking at. So bridging the last live that I had done, that I asked you guys, some of you guys, if you had seen it, and what we're going to talk about on the live on Sunday. My background, and I explained this completely in the live that I did earlier this week, is a site acquisition specialist in telecom. My client was always Verizon at this time, and I explained what a site acquisition specialist is on that live, so I'm not going to bore you guys that have already heard about it, but I am definitely positioned to give a unique perspective into what goes into determining how much cellular capability for any given company is going to exist in a certain area, and what happens before that technology does expand in a certain area. So I did look into even since that live, and again, I don't want to just recap everything that I discussed in that live again here. My conclusion was, I know there's been, a lot of debate, and I know that this could be unpopular for some people that are watching, but, the idea that Chris Watts did not arrive on site at Cervi until 9:02 just cannot be substantiated whatsoever for a number of reasons. I watched, since I did my live, I love Dr. B. I think she's wonderful. I think she's amazing. I love her work. I think it's terrific. I watched on AD's channel. I've had a renewed appreciation for AD lately. I feel like he's like laid off of his, talking about, claiming, everything that's ever happened in the Watts case to himself, which he does get credit. I mean, the shadow theory is a big deal. It's a big deal. It's a huge deal. I personally believe that we can see the shadow of a child. I believe it's Bella. I think that's what most people believe. It's a big deal that he found that, so kudos to him. That doesn't mean that everything that ever has happened that's been, some forward movement from, all of the, play on his name, armchair detectives out here since then, whatever. But I think he's taken a turn back in a really good direction. So I like that. Anyway, so there's a live. I would, advise people to watch it on his channel, where he has Dr. B come on, and she takes a different angle than, the information that I discussed on the last live that I did about cell signals, how they're picked up, how they're transmitted, what that data means, etc. And I mean, when you put those two pieces of information together, I mean, it really just does, show that it's certainly not possible to prove or reasonable to assert that Watts did not show up to Cervi 19 until 9:02 a.m. on the morning of August 13th, which is, of course, the day that Watts' family went missing, and many believe the day that they were murdered. Oh, that's right. Somebody reminded me it's possible that Diane Hughes found the shadows. So whoever, yes, I'm vaguely aware of that controversy, but I will say that because I know that I believe that Miss Hughes passed, so she is unable to speak for herself. So somebody did just remind me of that, so I just want to put that out there. I'm generally not into the this person owns this person owns this person owns this. I think that if somebody really does discover something substantial like that, yes, I believe credit should be given to them. So whether it was AD himself or Diane Hughes, I guess I will just clarify that there is some controversy about that. And I'm going to have to really figure out what's going on. And I guess sometime I will figure that out because I'm not too knowledgeable of it. But, I think that in general, we're people that, sometimes it feels like a community, sometimes it does not. A bunch of people who are interested in this case and are trying to.
Hello, Discover Card here to explain our cashback
You know
match.
what? I let that
We
run.
match all of the
There
cashback you
goes
earn at the
my-
end of your first.
Let me shut this window. All right. So there goes that was my video running that I didn't edit when it was actually ended in my ad because my YouTube Premium is on a card that I had to cancel. All right. So we're a lot of people that are trying to determine more about this case than what was released out there, because I think that most people can agree, and tell me if you don't agree, that, what was put out there in Discovery, what was disclosed as far as being evidence on this case was really not complete. And as I have my own videos talking about this. Many other creators have videos just talking about this too. It is notable and it is worth mentioning as many times as we can that the evidence that was collected, very relevant evidence that was material to understanding what happened to Shanann, Bella, Cece, and Nico, that evidence that was collected was not analyzed. And it seems to me to be quite intentionally. Now I'm, circling back to in the beginning of this live when I was talking about DA Rourke accepting Chris Watts' plea deal. Of course, he was going to make the plea deal, but DA Rourke accepting it was it something different. So, So, okay, yes. So Debbie asks, good question. I'm going to go back to yours again, Bridget, in a moment. So Debbie asks, so Kelly was one of the Watts phones with a different carrier than his other phone. Good question, Debbie. And this all is in the pile of information I want to talk about on Sunday too, but I'll just talk about this now because I think I have more information than I can handle on Sunday. His work phone was with Verizon and his personal phone was with AT&T. Now, I told you when I was a site acquisition specialist, the firm that I work with, our primary customer was Verizon. One of the really cool things that we worked on, and I had a part of this, was expanding the cellular network when the Pope came to visit in 2000 and I think it was 15. I can't remember the year now. The work that went behind that was going on for, it was less than a couple of years, because as soon as the announcement was made that he probably was going to be coming to Philadelphia, we had to hedge our bets, or rather the cellular carriers had to hedge their bets and say, in case this really does happen, we better start expanding our networks now, because if we don't, there's going to be security issues. There's going to be safety issues, and probably the least important thing, in my opinion, is dissatisfied customers. So there was a lot of work that went into that. Anyhow, my major client was Verizon when I worked on behalf of the firm that I worked for, and that was located in South New Jersey. I lived in Philadelphia. So I was able to contact, it was actually my former boss, and have him look back into, or he actually instructed me, because I couldn't remember, on how to look back into the records that would tell you exactly what each carrier's capacity was at a certain point in history. Okay. Now, this is stuff that you could possibly all look up yourself. You didn't have to pay for it. I just had to know how to do it. It was a little complicated. I might tell you exactly how to do it on Sunday. So if anyone doubts it, you can go check it for yourself. So I was able to go and look at what Verizon's capacity was, what their network capacity was in the area of Rogan, Keensburg, and I picked a couple other little towns, Colorado, on that exact date. Then I was also able to look back at AT&T's capacity on that date. I was able to look a little more into Verizon's because of the connection I had working with Verizon and the know-how that the people I work with and myself have about that. So it is fact that Verizon's network capacity in that area at that time was much lower than AT&T's. I don't know if you guys have noticed, throughout time, which has been that we've been using cell phones, which has been quite a while now, like 15, 20 years, over 20 years, that at any given time, a certain area, okay, I live in a small town in central New York. So there have been times throughout the past 20 years when people would say, "Oh, you have to get AT&T. The coverage here is much better." And then when, like when I lived in Philadelphia, then you'd come back in this area a couple of years later and things would have changed. And they say, "Oh, well, now you need to give Verizon. The coverage is much better as you're driving through the county roads of, the county that I live in," right? So at any given point in time, carriers' coverage and capacity may have been, substantially different than it is now. Does that make sense, guys? Is this making sense? I wasn't planning on talking to this tonight, so I didn't really refine how I was going to introduce it or approach it. So let's see. Let me look back through here. Debbie, so let's see. Let's go back. You guys had a lot to say. I want to see what it says. Okay, was Watt's phone with a different carrier? Yes, it was. Just answer that. Then Lily says to Debbie, I just looked at Dr. B's timeline, and CW and NK didn't speak in the morning. Right, yes, of the 13th. Yep, and that's very different. On that Wednesday or Thursday. Oh, they didn't speak in the morning on the Wednesday or Thursday. Yep, that's right. And then so Lily asked Debbie, "Do you think that's significant?" Hi, Scottish Girl Lynn. How you doing, by the way? I just saw you were here. So nice to have you here. Thanks for coming. So then the highlighted comment here, Debbie says, "So there's a good chance he wouldn't have called her on Monday either. I was thinking maybe she swung by because he didn't call her." Right. So he did not. Yes. And Lily's correct. According to Dr. B's timeline, I think I actually haven't checked this fact on Dr. B's timeline. I got to plug my computer. Let me go get the plug. I'm so congested. Let's see. Fine. Where can I put this in? I'll be right back. I just have to get an extension cord, guys. I'll be right back. This is the sound of me opening an extension cord. Oh, it's not much of an extension cord, but I think it'll work. Let's see. Hi, we're moving. Christmas tree. Okay. Whee. Okay. There we go. There we go. All right. That was a trip. Okay. Sorry about that. I don't know. I didn't realize my phone would, or a computer would run out of juice so quickly. Ding. Okay. There we go. Okay, so there was a good chance he wouldn't have called her on Monday either, because I was thinking maybe she swung by because he didn't call her. Right. So Lily's saying, according to Dr. B's timeline, that he didn't call her. They didn't talk on the phone Thursday or Wednesday morning. I haven't looked into that or picked it up on her timeline. If she said she has so much good information, I just may have not tuned into that. But according to the information I've looked at, that is correct. So I'm assuming that if these two sources are agreeing on that, I would imagine that's probably the case. I feel confident in, my own sourcing that I can say they didn't talk on Wednesday or Thursday. Oh, good. It makes sense. Okay, good. Yeah. 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 Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Scottish girl, Lynn, Lily. I'm going to go check that this email address is correct. Lily had sent me some emails I hadn't responded to. Let me just verify that I'm giving you the correct address. Give me just 1 second, okay? I think it's just Watts Obsession. So with my email, I think what it is wattsobsession@gmail.com. And Lily, I had it posted on my YouTube channel. It's being Watts the Obsession for a little bit. So I think that may be where you got stonewalled. I'm sorry about that, but I'm going to put my email address up right now, and it's going to be the correct one. Oops. And then, guys, I have to get going soon because, oops. It's not because I can't get into it. Oh no. Let me figure out my address, and then I'm gonna have to get going pretty soon because my son and I have to finish making cookies. Okay. No. Okay. Chat amongst yourselves. And still, if somebody would be interested in coming up on panel and actually talking rather than chatting, you're welcome to do that. Okay, where's my phone? It should be right here. Yeah, so okay, it's going to my iPhone. So here's my email address. I'll put it up for you, Scottish Girl Lynn. So it's this. And Lily or anyone else, if you want to make sure, and then after I get off here, I'm going to make sure that it appears correct on my YouTube channel. Watts Obsession. Let's spell that right. There you go. Here you go. Yeah, please reach out. I will be making sure to check my email now that I'm more active with my channel again, since I've survived the first marking period in my new job in a new district. I'm checking my email again more regularly too. Yeah. So if you guys can, I would love for you to check in on Sunday. I will be following up with more information about the topics that we touched on today. So, my interest is always just in ensuring that, we're sticking closely to the facts that are available, to putting out there to you what I can back up with fact-based evidence. I think it's wonderful to, let, kind of brainstorm, like let your mind go to its fullest capacities, thinking about the what ifs, maybes, could this have happened, when you're coming up with possible theories, about what may have happened, to this poor family, Shanann, Bella, Cece, and Nico, on that morning or that week or whenever it was. But I think in effort to, if the goal is to really make some headway in finally resolving this case and ensuring, the mission statement for my channel is to ensure that complete justice is served for the victims, Shanann, Bella, Cece, and Nico. I think that, in doing that and sticking to that mission is always important to, you know, use your mind to the degree you can. I think it's important to think outside the box, but then to come back and always to ground that thinking with evidence-based, fact-based reality. That is the only way that we're going to make true progress towards, what I believe is the intention for many of you, and what I know is my and my channel's mission statement. So, yeah. So Sunday at 7 Eastern Standard Time. So I got in here today. It was supposed to be at 8:30. It was 8. I got in 8:35. I'm getting better. I'm going to stick as close to Sunday at 7 as possible. I promise. So thank you guys so much. And you're all wonderful. I hope you all have a merry, merry, wonderful Christmas. I will be checking my email later tonight and tomorrow. If, I know there were some people that were saying, they didn't, for whatever reason, because of COVID or other things, they didn't have any plans for Christmas this year. And I just want you to know that I care about all of you. And if you're feeling that way this Christmas, please reach out to me and we can talk or something. Okay. Yeah, and I'll be there for you. So, and if you do have plans, I hope that you enjoy them. And no matter what the case is, whether you're going to be spending the day by yourself or you're going to be with a family of 58, I hope you have a super awesome and wonderful Merry Christmas. So I'm just going to end up play the remainder or some of the Christmas video that I have up for those of you that would like to see it. And this will end my being on the live chat, though, as soon as I get onto my YouTube account. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so very much for being here.
Grammarly helps you work more efficiently, which makes
I need to get my YouTube premium back on immediately. It's only been it's been about a week, actually, since I had to cancel that card. All right. Merry Christmas, guys. See you soon. See you Sunday at 7. Be there. Bye, Lily.
I love your dress. Yes, I'm home. And is that Dad?
Yeah, Daddy? Thank you.
I'm going to rewind to the beginning of this one. Here.
In this set of pictures, in this next video, we start to see signs of Bella's aversion to Santa Claus, her apprehension around the Santa Claus character when he comes near her as she clings to her dad for safety. She clings to her dad, who she obviously, genuinely trusts completely.
Say hi, Bella.
So good. I love your dress. Yes, I'm home. And is that Dad?
Yeah, Daddy? Thank you.
In this set of pictures, you can see by looking at both Bella and Cece's faces that they are anywhere from apprehensive to downright terrified of Santa Claus. It's so interesting to me that they were both just so scared of Santa Claus or any other character, the Easter Bunny, Olaf figure, that the family was trying to get them to interact with. But they kept having to go back to those figures, and this is something that is not unique. Earlier in this very video, I placed a picture of myself with Santa as a little kid, and I was crying. I was scared. Little kids like to be near what they know. They like to feel secure. The world is a great big place that they're just beginning to explore. And sometimes these characters are just too much for them to take in.
Come here. Come here, Bella. Don't cry. Remember, you wanted Santa. Let's turn our tree on for Santa. Hold on. What kind is he? Okay, we got the tree on. We better go hurry up because Santa's gonna be cold. Come here. Oh man. Come here, Bella. Santa's here, but the kids are freaking out. Hey Santa, where's your phone?
In the garage.
I wanted it. Santa, you gained some weight this year. Come on, Santa. Hold on, Santa. I gotta find the kids because they're kind of scared. Sit down, Santa. Have a seat. I'll try to get the kids.
Ho, ho, ho.
Here's Santa.
Yes.
Where's the phone?
On top of your car in the garage?
I needed it for pictures. Hold on. I gotta get the phone. This is hard. As one parent. I gotta get the phone so I can get pictures. Hold, please. My husband's a genius. Doesn't listen. Oh, it's cold.
Interior garage door.
Come on. Bella, come on. Santa has presents. Bella, you wanted Santa. I'm going to tell Santa to leave. I'm coming with you. Let me get Cece. Come here, come here, come here. Bella, just you, just me. Bella, just you and me. Come on, just you and me. Okay. Bella, I'm going to tell Santa to leave. He's got presents for you. Come on, come on. Chris. Do you know where Chris is, Santa?
I have not seen it.
Can you sit down, please, Santa?
Yes.
Thank you. Bella, say hi, Santa.
Hello, Bella. How are you?
Say, I'm good. Say, Merry Christmas, Santa.
Merry Christmas, Bella.
Say, Merry Christmas.
Have you been a good girl this year?
Say, I have.
Have you been expecting me tonight? I got kind of shy on me here.
Papa's coming.
What's wrong with your sister?
What's wrong with Cece?
What's wrong with your sister? Does she not want to come see me? No? What did you ask me? What did you ask me for this year?
What did you ask for from Santa?
Water bottle.
A water bottle?
What I got in here? Oh.
That, Bella, is that Santa Claus?
Oh! Go see.
Is this what you wanted?
But that's the kind Santa brought you, sweetheart. Look, it has the mermaid on it. Can you go grab it from Santa? Can you say thank you, Santa? Does he have any other presents for you?
Did your sister ask for one too? Is she gonna come see me or no? No? Okay, can you hold? I think she asked for this.
Before you consider Botox, hear what this cosmetic surgeon has to say.
Hi, my name is Dr. John Lakey, and in the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal what's really making these so-called super agers look so young. And the one anti-aging scam you should never fall for is if you're a woman who's currently between the ages of 35 and 89, I encourage you to pay close attention because I'll also show you a scientifically proven way to help transform your own appearance just by doing one very simple thing every morning. And no, it has nothing to do with skin creams or cosmetic procedures, nor does it require any type of fancy gadget. It's something you can do right at home in less than a minute. You see, the method I'm going to show you actually stems from a scientific discovery that was made many years ago. But most women still don't know about it because, well, for one thing, it's not exactly profitable for the commercial beauty industry. And second, it initially was believed to only work for men. Now, I'll talk more about that in just a moment. But let's just say this assumption was definitely false, because I have concrete proof that women who do this daily tend to look years younger than their peers who don't. Literally, their skin looks significantly firmer, tighter, and less droopy. They appear to have far fewer wrinkles, and their complexion practically glows with youth and vitality. So I highly recommend that you try it for yourself once this video ends. But in case we haven't met before, allow me to briefly introduce myself. Again, my name is Dr. John Lakey. Many people will recognize me as the co-founder of the world-renowned Beverly Hills Plastic Surgery Group, where my partner, Dr. Pam and Dan.
I got some more stuff in here, Bella. What else did you ask for?
I'm trying to fix it.
What else did you ask for?
What else? What else did you ask for? Did you ask for poppy slippers? Huh? I'm right here.
This is what I have here, Bella.
Okay, here. I'm right here. I'm right here.
Look.
Okay, thank you.
One's for your sister. And one's for you.
Can you sit on Santa's lap? So you asked all day for Santa. You sit on Santa's lap. You want mommy to sit on his lap? Okay. Can you sit with me? Santa, can you sit on your lap?
Yes. You've been a good girl this year, Bella. Thank you. I need to make your sister feel better, okay?
Yeah.
She's very petrified.
Can I get a picture of you and Santa? Please.
Can you open
Santa,
up
will
your
you
gift?
hold her?
Yes, I'll definitely hold her. Yeah.
I want a picture. Oh, come on. Ready, smile. Bella, smile. Smile. You got Santa. Hold on. My phone. I'm going to try to get Cece. Do you want to open it in front of Santa?
I'd love to see you open it.
Okay. Santa, I'm going to try to get Cece real quick.
Okay.
Hold on. Will you hold the camera for me? Come here. Hold the camera for me.
Got one kid that's petrified.
Santa got you a water bottle, Cece.
I did.
Hi, Santa.
Hello, Miss Celeste. How are you?
Say hi. Can you wave to Santa? Okay. Look, Santa got you a water bottle.
I did. There's something here for you as well. Did you ask Santa for anything else? I know. I see your decorations. I love it.
Can you sit on Santa's lap with Bella?
Right before I
Bella,
take
you
you
sit on his lap with Bella, Cece? Here. All right, let's say goodbye to Santa. Bye. Say bye, Santa.
Bye, girls. Enjoy your gifts.
Thank you, Santa.
See you next year.
Say bye, Bella. Say bye, Santa.
I'll make sure I wave when I go by with the reindeer.
Bye, Santa.
Bye.
bed. Did Santa leave? He leave? Santa went bye-byes.
Daddy home.
Daddy home?
No.
No, I think Daddy's still in the potty.
Oh, that party.
Potty, are you all better? Do you want to open your gifts from Santa? Bella, open them. Come on. Cece, open. Don't be scared.
Open.
You can open it.
Here.
Oh, girls. Rip the presents open. Oh, goodness gracious. You did it? What is it, Cece? What is it? Poppy slippers? Bella? Cece, let me see. Celeste, let me see the poppy slippers. All right, Bella, I'll help you. Come on, Cece. You guys have to try. Okay, now you finish. Bella. Cece. Let me help you. Can I put them on? Bella, come here. Give it to me. Hey, you cut it out, Missy. Santa's not going to bring any more gifts tonight. Bye, Santa. Cece, can I see your slippers? They're poppy slippers. Those are awesome. Here, Bella. Stop, Cece.
We got it.
Cece, I got it. Thank you.
We got it.
I got it. Say goodbye to Nana Papa. Go look at your water bottle, Cece. Look at your water bottle on the ground. Bella, do you want your poppy slippers on? Yeah, that's a new water bottle you guys asked Santa for.
I'm gonna ask him more.
That's kind they had, baby.
No, another bottle.
Santa didn't pick the right water bottle out. Okay, stop.
There's one more.
Hold on, Dad, I'll get you. Can I see your slippers?
Celeste, did Santa Claus come? Huh?
When you came over from the house,
Santa Claus come?
Somebody's still a grouch. We have the
Bella.
Grinch over here.
Bella, did Santa Claus come see you? Wow, what did he bring you?
What did Santa bring you, Cece? Poppy slippers
You got
and
poppy
a water
slippers?
bottle? Those are awesome. You have the Grinch.
Wow, Bella, that's nice of
Not
Santa
the water
Claus.
bottle she wanted.
That's nice of Santa Claus to come. All right, I'll talk to you later.
Santa's voice is getting light.
Yes.
Horrible. I think he has a cold. All right. We'll call you guys later. Hi, everybody. Hope everyone has a Merry Christmas. We have the Grinch over here. Bella. And should be a Merry Christmas over here. Come on, Dada. Bella, I love your stuff. Say hi. Let me see your slippers. Marjorie, just at the bottom, you see the plus add. Hold on, Cece. Where's your daddy? We gotta tell Daddy Santa was here. Well, honey? Daddy didn't see Santa. Hold on, kid. Bella, do you like your water bottle? The green and white camera bud. On mine, if you see, I'll screenshot this. Hold on. No, Cece, don't touch. Don't touch. Don't touch. I'll screenshot this so you'll see mine. I forget what it looks like on the other side, but on my side, you just click that add person and invite them to the call. I'll text you after this. Bella, say goodbye. Tell everyone they saw Santa with you. Was Santa at your house? I want to see it. You want to see what, baby? It's here. Mommy. Yes, baby. Thank you. So everyone have a Merry Christmas. Hopefully the Grinch isn't at your house too.
Nutrition that's a step ahead for their best life.
Say hi, Bella. Show them your lips. Show me your lips. We're making chocolate chip cookies right now. I know. Mama, stop, Cece. Hold on, Mommy. Flour's ready. Hold on, it's gonna stay there for a minute. We got other things to get ready, okay? Look, we have other things. Look, say hi to everybody. Hey, everybody. I know, we're gonna get more ready right here, okay? Okay? Chris, can we get the baking soda?
Yep.
It's craziness over here. Hey, Jen. Say hi, Jen. Hi, Jen. Bella wanted lipstick on like Mommy today. Show her your lips. And Cece too. No kisses. Right now we're making chocolate chip cookies. We're gonna make sugar cookies, Italian cookies. Come on over, Amanda. Lots of cookies. Baking soda. Hold on, Cece. Hold on. Aw, thanks, Jen. Baking soda. Okay. What, baby? What, honey? Oh, sugar? I know. Okay, baby. Okay. Okay. Cover your mouth. I know, baby. You want to pour it in the bowl?
Good job, Bill.
Careful. Okay, I'm going to fill it up again. Put it over the bowl. Okay, dump it.
Good job, Bill.
One more. Go ahead. Now Cece's turn. Can Cece hold it? Yeah. Put it over the bowl. Wrong bowl.
Wrong bowl. Okay, hold on.
Okay. One more, Cece. Put it in the red bowl.
Right here. Right here. Now hold it.
Put it in that bowl. The red bowl.
This one,
Red
this
bowl.
one.
Good girl.
Good job.
One more time. Okay.
All right.
Sugar's ready. All right. Now we add the sugar. Oh my goodness. Say hi, Papa. Hey, Jamie. That is her.
Hold on, Cece.
Hold on, we got brown sugar. No, leave that for now. Girls. Cece. No, right here. I don't know why I chose to go live. Cece, we got more. Say hi, Pop-Up.
Say hi, Pop-Up.
Say hi, Nana. Say hi, Mimi. And say hi, Pop-Up.
Yeah. Hey, Pop-Up. Yeah. You guys are making cookies.
Tissue. They're only our cookies. We're not sharing. Thank you, guys. All right, hold this.
Good job.
Hold that. Here, we're going to do this one. Don't dump it yet. Don't dump it. Hold it tight. Thank you, Jamie. Say hi.
Good job, Belle.
Yep, dump it.
Whoa, good job. Yucky.
Yucky.
You talking about,
Okay,
Cece?
dump it. One more time.
That's not yucky. Brown sugar.
Hold on. We're going to prepare the dough, and then we're going to put it in the refrigerator because that makes the best cookies when they're chilled. Thank you, honey. Hold on. And if Sharon's out there, I'm rocking her LuLaRoe leggings.
You want a spoon? You got a spoon. Look, you had the big wooden spoon.
Cece?
What kind of spoon you want? Good job. It's a good one.
Okay.
Come on, TC.
Okay, watch out. So we're going to mix this in here, all the sugars.
Oh, wow.
Lots of sugar.
Oh, wow. You guys are going to be hyped up later.
Sugar.
Okay, we're not putting that in there yet. Not yet.
Wait, Cece.
Wait.
Okay, give me.
Oh, yeah.
Bella, no whining.
Hey, look. Everybody's watching. Look. Bill's watching you. Say hi. Cece, you want to say hi, Pop-Up? Hi, Mimi, Papa. Hi, Nana.
All right. Cece.
Good job scooping, though.
Thank you, Juanita. Hey. Hey, easy. No. I'll give you. Hold on.
Might turn into a mess.
Okay.
I got you.
How about I'll give you guys this?
All right, we got little bowls. Good job.
No. You want orange one? Girls.
Oh, CC Bella.
Okay. You want chocolate? No chocolate? If you want chocolate, you just get this bowl. You want this one, the bigger one? There we go. This is the morning. This is why I love and I thrive. Right? It's never a dull moment. Cece, you want the orange bowl?
You want blue?
I have another blue one. Look at that. All right, then no chocolates for you. All right, guys, we're going to go. Okay, Daddy, will get you tissue. Here's Cece. You want some, Bella? No? Okay. We love you guys. Hannah, oh my goodness. Literally, I am glad I thrive because I can handle it. Okay. You ate it all? Oh, you don't want them? Okay. You don't have to have chocolate. I thought it'd make them happy, but I guess it doesn't. So, I'm gonna go and finish these cookies because I got to go to Costco and get detergent because I forgot it yesterday. And then Clickless at King Soopers because I love it now. And that's it. That's my day. I finished cooking. Right? Right. Love you guys. See you later. We'll be back. Say bye. 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 Show me your pigtail, Cece. Show me your hair. All right. We're going to go. Bye, guys.
Bye.
We all need a rock we can rely on. Who's yours?